Welcome to another episode of the Highly Anticipated Podcast. I'm your host, Josh Raphael. I got my co-host, Will Young, Tyler Pouncey. How y'all boys doing?
Hey, man, for sure.
Could be better.
It's a great day, man. It's
here we go.
It's a great day. I've been really looking forward to this episode since last night, since 1 a.m. last night. First thing, order of business. We gotta talk about this Lakers Grizzlies game, and just kind of give our thoughts on it, you know. So normally I'd say one of you guys go first to start off, but
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I got Brian, I think I gotta start off a little bit. So my thoughts on the Lakers Grizzlies game last night. I had a roller coaster of emotions. When the game started, I was like, the Lakers are looking good, 14, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. Even though Anthony Davis was playing like he didn't want to be there, which is a conversation for another day. But, come late fourth quarter, D'Angelo Russell stepped up big, made 3 straight three-pointers, put us back in the game, and then, the rest is history. Goat man, bad. Got us the dub. You know what I'm trying to say?
God,
so
you are a master blazer, bro.
Let me just finish. There you go. You see, there you go. It's just the Lakers. They came out and they performed. Anthony Davis, though. I'm a very big fan of him, but something has to change. He cannot be this inconsistent because we can't be relying on Rui and Austin Reeves to carry us to victories in a sense. We can't be relying on that. I don't know how sustainable that's going to be. LeBron, one of the greatest players of all time, had a out of body experience yesterday, getting 20 rebounds. First time he's done it in his career.
Out of body is crazy.
It was sensational. Can I finish talking? It was sensational. But it's just kind of like what I said in the beginning. I said I got Lakers in 5. I told y'all that. Personally, though, I do have a feeling that the Grizzlies going to win next game. I just think that game probably took a lot out the Lakers, LeBron. So I'm pretty sure knowing the Lakers, they're going to come out flat. But series going to be done in the crypto in 6, if anything. But yeah, Lakers basketball, man. It was just sensational. Will, I'll probably ask you honestly. I'm not gonna say what are your thoughts. I'm just gonna say, do you think this series is just wrapped up? So actually, my fault, y'all. I didn't mean to do that. Tyler, actually, I would say Will for last, actually, because I already know he gonna take up about 30 minutes. So Tyler, is this series wrapped up between the Lakers and the Grizzlies?
I'll say yeah. But side note, sensational for 20 rebounds is crazy. But anywho,
crazy.
Never did it in once in his career.
Out of body,
oldest player to get up a 2020.
All right, bro.
Go Tyler. My fault.
Let Tyler speak.
Well, you speaking too. I didn't know you was the. I didn't know you was a parrot because you was speaking too. So
that series over with. Ja can only do so much, and then even if you got Desmond Bain having the game he had last night, they still lost. So, like you said, Anthony Davis is Will. What'd you say about who was going to guard AD in the series? It's his second bad game in a row.
I told you, Jaren Jackson was going to lock him up, bro. And I meant that. Come on, bro. What did y'all say? He said that man gonna get put. He said if Anthony Davis is healthy,
we can all agree
he's gonna be put on a grill.
Maybe me and you, Tyler, because I know when it comes to the Lakers, at least you have some sort of common sense. Will, because of his hate for LeBron, he'll just obviously,
Tyler, did he not
thinks
say that?
Listen, I'm not denying that Anthony Davis has been playing subpar. My thing is, he's his own biggest enemy. It's not anything that Jaren Jackson's doing, Tillman's doing, or whoever they got coming in. Don't get me wrong. Jaren Jackson's pretty good. Don't get me wrong. He's one of the best defenders, defensive player of the year, all that. But Anthony Davis just doesn't look engaged out there. He just doesn't. He doesn't look like he wants to play. But it's not. But we can't sit here and say, "Oh man,
Bro,
Jaren Jackson's locking him up.
Plays bad, we can't just say he's not engaged. We can't.
He didn't look like he was engaged. He didn't look like he was engaged,
bro. When AD dropping 40 on some crazy hot streak in the middle of the season off the random, then we want to say, man, if he like this, he looking like the easily top 5 player in the league. And then once he has some bad games, we like, he just not engaged. No, bro. Let's come on, bro. He getting locked up. Let's just say he getting locked up. Just say it.
I'm not even gonna say anything because that's just like, I don't even want to get into that. Like,
because it's like locked up, bro. I don't want to hear
the fact that you believe that is crazy. Well, they say he was hurt his hip last night.
Oh my God!
I'm done. That boy hip was hurt last night. That's what they said. That's what Chris Haynes said. Chris Haynes said Anthony Davis' hip was hurt last night.
He be knowing all the players. Chris Haynes.
So I'm just saying, like, look, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Yo, Anthony Davis." I'm not gonna try and defend him, but I mean, if you look at him and look at when he had 30 and 17, and look at how he played yesterday, it's night and day. I mean, the players didn't change. The players didn't change when he had 30 and 17. When he had 30 and 17, he was out there playing aggressive.
So he had a good game. So he's just not engaged.
You tell me Anthony Davis out there was going 100%. He looked engaged.
Can we let Tyler finish, please, first, bro? We got
to. Can I ask this though? Let me ask this: if you getting paid all that money, you should not be picking and choosing, especially in the playoffs when you're.
I agree. I agree with you.
You should lock in as soon as that 82nd game is done. So you should be locked.
I agree. I agree with you 100%, Tyler. I agree with you 100%.
Nobody should have to say, "Hey, AD, we need you tonight." Like. You get paid too much money to not be locked in, especially in the playoffs. Like, I understand the regular season.
You know that. I think he's just getting clamped.
No, I agree with you 100%, Tyler. That was facts. I agree with you. I mean, if anyone gets more upset, it's a Lakers fan. I mean, knowing what AD can do, knowing how dominant he could be, huh?
I said that's how I feel with DeAndre Ayton. Like, I ain't saying him and AD on the same level. I'm not saying that, but like,
I know what you're trying to say.
He can average 20 and 10 if he really wanted to, but then you got games.
It's just like he don't be engaged. But I mean, it will go. Is the series over? And I mean, do you have any thoughts on?
First off, why you even getting that? Well, the quick answer is no. The series is not over. But let me get my thoughts on this. First off, let me just address once again. To say that outer body experience is nuts, that's crazy, bro. It's 20 and 20. Like the World Sports Center, y'all glazing it. Like, really? Come on, bro.
He never
20,
did that.
It's 20 rebounds. Okay, bro. But
he's
it's like
the oldest man in NBA history.
Right, okay.
To have 20 and 20. He's the first Laker since Shaquille O'Neal in 2004.
All right,
to have a 20 game.
You got it.
I'm just throwing that out there, boss.
Let me stop him first. Let me just give my congrats to the Lakers because I don't want Josh saying that. Oh, I talked this trash. Don't give props. Let me give props to the Lakers.
They already know you hate it. So
let me give props to the Lakers first off. I was actually one of the ones. Well, not one of the ones. I was the one who said that Austin Reeves was the second best player on the Lakers. I wish we could find that clip and bring that back. Obviously.
That is crazy. I'm sorry. I get Anthony Davis is not playing the best, but to say Austin Reeves is the second best player on that team is crazy.
I can't rock with you on that one, Will. Anthony Davis still locking.
Sorry. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. And we're talking about somebody who's coming out playing consistently and is being a game changer while he's on the court. Like the spirit of the Lakers. Their energy, from his playmaking ability, everything changes when he's on the court, bro. AD just out there, bro, just running. So
you're tripping because he may be tripping offensively, but defensively, he's still been a force. I'm pretty sure he's leading the playoffs in blocks per game right now with like 5.
Defensively, I'll give him that. But I'm saying overall,
don't say you give him that now. You just said he was running around doing cardio.
Overall impact. Austin Reeves has had a bigger impact on this playoffs than I think AD has. That's just my personal opinion. You can look like that if you want to, but I mean,
finish what you're saying.
bro. The game speak for itself, bro. Okay, but either way, that's neither here nor there. Is this series over? No, series is not over.
Do you think the Grizzlies are going to come back? Just quick side note.
I'm not saying that the Grizzlies are going to come back, but I'm saying the series is not over yet.
Okay.
Like, let's be real. It's not over. I 100% think that the Grizzlies need to utilize Tyus Jones more. I don't think that there's any coincidence that their only win was when Tyus Jones played, because the offense flows better with Tyus Jones. His decision making is better than Ja's. Obviously, his athleticism, his explosiveness isn't better, but it seems like the offense flows better with Ja. I'm not saying Ja just came off of 45, 9, and 13. So I'm in no way saying that he needs to be taking mad minutes away from Ja, or that he should be playing over Ja, or Ja should be getting benched. No.
Do you think the Grizzlies are a better team with Jones at the helm over Ja?
No, I don't think that they're better. I don't think that they're a better team. I would
you just said they were, though. You think the offense flows better with Tyus Jones?
That's what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Let me repeat what I'm saying again. What I'm saying is, I think they need to find a way to utilize Tyus a little more. Maybe find a way with both of them out there, and Ja not being the primary ball handler. As you can see, last night I thought it was, especially early, super stagnant. Ja forcing questionable. I mean, he just flying through the air at this point, bro. Like Rey Mysterio, starting to get on my nerve, bro. Like he need to relax, bro. Like he just expecting fouls, and his hand not right, bro. Like Tyus has had the highest assist to turnover ratio for a reason. So it's like, find ways to utilize that, especially when there's spurts where Ja just look like he out there playing pickup out of control. Bro, take him away. Don't keep him in. Take him away. Let Tyus go. Get them back into the flow in the offense. Control pace a little bit more, and then maybe bring Ja back or something like that. But I think they need to do something like that, or else it does get a little tricky. I'm gonna be honest, because I don't know. Unless Ja's having another 45, 9, and 13 game, it's gonna be kind of tough. Now, do I think, like I said, do I think it's over? No, I don't think it's over. But I do think there needs some changes need to be made. And Dillon Brooks, bro, he got to go, bro. He got to go.
I ain't even know Grizzlies fan. That nigga gotta go.
He has to go, bro. I seen Famous Low said that Dillon Brooks thought he poked the Winnie the Pooh. Hey, bro, no, seriously, bro. Dillon, he has to go, bro. He's got to go. I mean, he's offensively atrocious. Defensively, he's not. I mean, he's usually tasked with guarding the best player on another team and does a pretty decent job. At this point, it doesn't look like his defense is very effective. So, figured out he doesn't hit open shots. He don't hit contested shots. I think he's scared at this point now. He don't want to do interviews no more. So obviously he's spooked. I don't know why. LeBron screamed one time off of N1, and now Dillon Brooks don't want to talk to nobody. I don't understand.
He didn't want to talk to nobody the game before either.
He didn't want to talk to nobody, I guess, bro. So now he dugging out, bro. Which is,
he brought that upon himself, though. Like,
I mean, he talked trash to one of the all-time greats. What you think was going to happen?
Okay, bro. So let me just let me go ahead, Tyler. Go ahead.
Can we please stop limiting trash talking to certain players? Can we stop? Can we stop that?
Thank you. Does it matter? Does it matter? He is old. He's old. He should have said he was old.
Clearly, it do matter.
He's old.
You know this man did a complete 360 turnaround. This man came out and said he's old. I don't respect no one until they give me 40. And you heard what Shaq said. That boy gave him 20 points and 20 rebounds. That's 40. So you gonna respect me now? You think? Look, there's a reason why not a lot of people. And you know what? Actually, I'm happy you brought that up, because I'm really tired of this notion that, oh, this would never happen to MJ. This would never happen to Kobe. I did some digging, and I literally went and seen people literally punching and choking MJ back in the day. There was literally a video of Kobe Bryant getting punched, rest in peace. And it's like, you guys are going to sit here and be like, this would never happen to those type players. No, I don't want to hear that. Like you said, trash talking happens to everybody. I get that. But the thing with Dillon Brooks is he's a fraud. if he's gonna talk trash, be like Pat Bev. I can respect Pat Bev because even if that man loses by 30, that man's still going to sit there and talk trash. Dillon Brooks, I'm telling you right now, if he ever talks trash again, everyone's looking at him like a clown because it's like, bro, you're a front runner. You're a front runner because when you started getting busted and you was airballing threes, you were mute. You didn't say a word. I would have respected him more if that man was still talking trash. Even after he was getting busted, like, he's still old. Like you just said, he's still old. If anyone came out, like, all right, man, I mean, he's standing 10 toes down. I got to respect that. But, bro, you say no. You said no to media availability 2 games in a row.
That's crazy.
Come on, bro. I don't want to hear that. You bet he can't talk trash the rest of the year. And then Ja can talk. So it's like, it just looks bad now. It just looks bad now when he say he fine in the West and them boys down 3-1 to a playing team. So now it just looks worse to him for that. But
here we go with this to a playing team.
What they're playing team though. There was a playing team,
bro.
We know
there was a playing team. But he said he fine in the West.
I mean, we all knew
that man said the only team he worried about. Who he said the Celtics?
Listen, I got a question though.
The Warriors or the Celtics? He said he ain't worried about nobody in the West.
Yeah, he's tripping for that. We all knew that was BS though. Like, come on now.
Yeah, Ja was tweaking with that.
That boy, he probably was on that something. I ain't gonna say it on there, but he was on something.
Hey, I got a question though. For the audience, for those who don't know, if y'all don't follow Josh on Instagram, Josh Raphael _ he posted a picture of LeBron today on his story after this illustrious 2020 game, and he said, and I quote, best player in the world. So I'm curious were you caught up in the emotion of last night, or is that what you believe right now, that Bron is currently the best player in the world?
One of the best players in the world.
Well, that's not what you said.
I mean, he just had 20 and 20, and he had the game sealing layup, and he had the game the layup to 7 to OT. I mean, he was playing like one of the best players in the world in that game at 38 years old. So I said it in the moment, but like I'm not gonna take that back. Like, I don't know where you're trying to go with that. Like you played like one of the best players in the world in that game last night.
The best player in the world. That's what she said.
At that point last night, the way I was feeling, that man was the best player in the world. At that point last night. Now I'm not gonna sit here and be like, he's better than Giannis, all them right now. No, I might not go as far as that, but I mean,
I just don't think Bron's really been playing that great.
He played great last night. While he tore down the stretch.
That's definitely his first. That's his best game so far.
That's his best game.
Yep.
But I ain't taking it away from like they gave him the ball at the end, laid it, got him to overtime.
Can't say he's not clutch.
He didn't follow game plan. Come on, Xavier Tillman, bro. Like Tom Izzo taught you better.
Yeah, that's another thing. Why is Xavier Tillman
left? Why? How did that even happen?
Wait, what did you just say? What did you just say, Will? You said what? What? You said force him left?
Bro, I'm not talking about Dillon, bro.
No. I'm just saying, like, because you just said for Tillman to force him left. Dillon Brooks forced him left, and he got laid and won to seal the game.
I understand that, bro.
You do know Bron is ambidextrous, right?
You had Austin Reeves. One, he's already a dominant right hand. You had Austin Reeves.
You know Bron is a lefty, right? Did you know that?
But yes, but he's a strong right-hand driver. I don't care what
he's a naturally born lefty.
I don't care what he's naturally born. He's a strong right-hand driver. Okay, you had Austin Reeves. You had Austin Reeves on the right wing. You had Dennis Schroeder on the left wing. Me personally, I would have forced him left. One, because obviously force him left instead of right, and two, I'd rather that help coming from Dennis's guy than Austin's. Because Dillon couldn't have time to really help. He did a little stunt, and then they ain't do nothing, obviously.
I mean, Jaren Jackson came over to help, but you saw Bron said that was a tier 4 layup. Like, he had to get that over. You know how hard that layup was?
I can't believe
to get that over the outstretched hands of Jaren Jackson.
Bron acting like he invented a high off the glass lay, bro.
You think that you act like that's easy,
bro? I'm not saying it's easy, but let's not act like that's what I'm
saying. The degree of difficulty for a shot
like he really did something revolutionary, breaking down tiers of different types of layup, bro.
I can put
Steph Curry been doing this since he was in elementary
school. And that's a hard layup.
Brown want to talk
that's
about
a hard layup.
All right,
I can put all the money in my savings. That if you, Johnson, bro, I can put all the money from my savings and put it double down and say, if it was you driving to that lane, that shot was getting sent to the 6th row. I bet you wouldn't have been able to throw that up there. Right, bro. So I don't even want to hear that. That shot is going. That ball is going out of crypto arena if you went up there for a layup like that. So I don't want to hear that. But you know what? Let's not.
Shout out Chris Johnson, man, teaching the young.
Anyway, since you did, I do want to mention something. Since you did say John Morant was out there jumping like Rey Mysterio. And I seen this comment, like I've been seeing this on social media a lot, especially after I think that first week of playoffs when everyone's getting hurt. And people are sitting here saying like charges should be abolished. Like, so Will, how do you feel about that? Should charges be eliminated from the game of basketball?
I mean, it's a tough conversation to have. Obviously, certain charges, yes, I think should be discussed about being eliminated. You can't just say charges in general because obviously you can't just run people over. That's just not. I mean, that's not the nature of the game. This ain't football, so you can't just be running over. But there does need to be a rule in place in terms of the timing in which people can step to take a charge, especially when people are already look like they're maybe gathering to go midair. Or in Ja's case, basically in the air when Brown want to come underneath and fall back. But I'm not finna talk about that. But yeah, I think there needs to be something. There's got to be a tweak to it because it's dangerous, obviously. And if we're talking about the safety of the players, when stuff like that is happening, I feel like that's almost like the same as undercutting. If somebody's about to fly, to me that's almost the same as undercutting. So there's got to be some rule change. But to say all charges should be abolished, no. Certain aspects of the charge as it relates to the rule, how it's set right now, yes.
What you, Ty?
See, I brought it up in the chat, but like I say it because everybody knows the difference between a damn charge and an offensive foul. Like there's a huge difference. Like Will said, you can't just pull the Giannis and just truck 4-5 niggas and get to the basket. That's just not. You're gonna get an offensive foul. But as far as like a charge, like you should not be able to, or at least extend it, like push it out a little bit or something. Because Ja halfway in the air, Bron just standing right there and take it, and Ja damn near did a triple front flip and almost messed up his hand again. Like what? We got 3 players that got hurt off that charge stuff in the playoffs in the past 2 weeks, and they all superstars. Like that's the only thing I'm saying. Like obviously, if you elbow somebody with a hook or something, and you got to doing a post move or something, obviously it's an offensive foul. But I agree with Will for real. Like it either needs to get talked about more and explained in the offseason or something, or they got to fix it because we can't keep losing superstars in the playoffs because y'all don't want to play no. I don't really think. I feel like charges is like. I don't want to say it's lazy defense, but like it's just weird. I wouldn't call it lazy though.
I know what you're saying. It's smart, but sometimes it's a cop out.
Exactly. That's what I want to say. It's a cop out. It's not lazy because you got to get there and get to the spot on time. But like, why don't you just play some defense? Just put your hands up. Like it's the same thing as going like this. Just go straight up. If you're afraid to get dunked on, why are you in the NBA? That's all I'm saying.
Why you look like that?
So I see what y'all saying. Like, I'm not gonna say I agree with y'all, but I can see that happening. I mean, personally, I'm like a little more old fashioned. I just think charges just are part of the game, and I think it's more of a thing on the superstars that they need to be more diligent about. I mean, look, we can all agree. Maybe some other superstars like Giannis or whoever else, but we can agree that Ja is a little reckless when he goes to the rim. I mean, he literally just doesn't even think about protecting himself. You know what I'm trying to say? So in situations like that, I get what you're saying. Like Tyler, like you can just put your hands up, you could just play D, yada yada yada. But I mean, bro, if I'm a defender and I know Ja just gonna sit there and try to do a swanton bomb, just like if I know he's trying to do that, I'm just gonna step in front and take a charge every time. Like he gonna try to jump over me. Go ahead. If I'm 6'10", I'm try and jump over me. If you really want to be that crazy. But it's just like I see what you're saying because a lot of superstars. I wouldn't say a lot. It was just really more so that first week, but like superstars are getting hurt from that. But it's a part of the game at the end of the day. I mean, like as basketball players, like we are taught to take charges since we're like kids. You know, that is a part of the game. Like, you know, playing shell drill, doing all that, etc., getting in the right spot. Like that's low key. Like that's technically like good defense, being able to take a charge. I see what you're saying though, because I mean, for the league, it's a little different. It's not like college or high school. Everyone's, you know, better athletes. You know, everyone can jump higher, etc. But some of these superstars got to realize, like, okay, man, like we got to be able to just be a little more diligent when we're going to the rack. I mean, you could always do a jump stop. You could always do a floater. You can always do a pull up. You know what I'm trying to say? I mean, there's other players that are very elusive that can do a euro, that can, you know what I'm trying to say? Like Austin Reeves did that. Austin Reeves did a crazy move. I don't know what it's called, but I don't remember. They were down 2 with like 40 seconds left, and he did like a fake, like, because someone was in position. And it was low-key like a euro, but not a euro. But like he was able to just kind of elude the defense. I was like, yo, like you're different. Like you got to be a little more elusive, you know? Like,
and it does take away like the intelligent piece of like playing defense as well, obviously, because like you start giving the offense freedom where you can't take charges. Now they can just.
Well, it's like the defense is at your mercy now.
Yeah,
like at the end, because the NBA is already like an offensive driven like game. You know, I mean, you can't even foul anyone now. You can't touch no one. You can't really do anything. So imagine like you take away charges. Like Giannis probably average 60. Giannis average 60 points a game. Who gonna stop Giannis?
Like I said, I just think it either needs to be brought up in like league meetings or something, like a way to adjust it or push the restricted area out.
Just adjust it, not take it away.
Because there ain't no way in hell I'm finna go punch something and I got to worry about somebody clipping me and flipping and almost breaking my neck because I'm an athletic. I'm John
That's
Morant.
what you're saying.
That's my game. Like,
but it's like but like the one with LeBron last night, like with Ja. Like, granted, it was like a quick charge on Braun. Like he kind of set up last minute, but at the same time, like it's not like him and LeBron was backpedaling. Ja saw Braun right in front of him. It's not like there's some of them where I'm like, all right, they're tripping, where it's like someone comes in last minute out of nowhere and just steps in, and I'm like, oh damn, like I didn't even see that. But it's not like Ja was looking at dude one-on-one.
You can't take it that late. Like I said, that's almost the same.
No, but it was in front of the restricted zone. It wasn't like he was under the basket. That's why the restricted zone is there. Ja tried jumping over the man. He tried jumping over him.
He was already in the air.
Ja tried jumping over LeBron James.
He was by the time Bron got there.
He was out of the restricted zone. Charge.
Bron was not set
going that way. Appreciate it, Gangy.
I'm not gonna lie. When a player steps and I'm not even doing this because it's just Bron or whatever.
I know you is, but
for anybody. If a player steps that late, I think to an offensive player who's already gathered and is basically midair at that point, I don't see that any difference as an undercut. And I think that should be a flagrant one.
They calling that flagrant one, exactly.
A flagrant one automatically.
Oh, I got a question for you then, Will.
That's perfect then. If you're
Will, I got a question for you, Will. I'm probably gonna run it. I wish I could just run the clip. You know, what was it? 2017 game 1 when Kevin Durant stepped in front of LeBron James to take that charge that was overturned. Do you think that was a blocking foul on Kevin Durant then? I know you remember that play.
Well, I think that was a charge.
Of course you do, because it was LeBron. All right, we're done with this. I don't even know why I asked you something. No, we're good. Don't worry about it. Gangy, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Tyler, I see what you're saying. Like I see what you're saying, but everything he's saying is just like is because of Bron. Anyway, because Bron took 2 charges last night. Because I ain't gonna lie, audience, I could pull up in the chat. This man Will was so anti against banning charges, but Bron took 2 charges last night, and all of a sudden,
I just said that the refs. I just said early. I thought the refs had the Lakers money line, bro. That's what.
How did they have the Lakers money line?
There was a lot of questionable calls early on, Josh.
I don't even want to get into this.
There was a lot of questionable calls.
Let's talk before, because we're gonna end the day talking about Jimmy. Jimmy was, because I want to end it on a good note. I do want to go to this Suns Clippers series real quick.
That can be quick. That can be real quick.
It's just a question. And I need you guys to answer this. Is like more like analysts. Put your fan cap to the side. I need you to be a little more logical here. Not saying you guys will lose, but I mean, if Kawhi over his playing these last 2 games, I mean, granted, he just got out. Like, do y'all think it would have been a little more of a series, maybe 6 or 7? Do you think it would be more of a fight? Start with you, Tyler. If Kawhi plays,
let me say this first of all.
Oh, y'all got
people on Twitter saying the Suns got lucky again. First of all, Kawhi and PG never on the floor. Hold up. Kawhi and PG never on the floor. So I don't want to hear it's the Suns being lucky, blah, blah, blah. They never play. So they play 5 games, they out 25. Second of all, they was gonna let Kawhi eat regardless. So they was worried about everybody else. I like Kawhi, he was trying. Torrey Craig can't do much more when the hand is right here. You can't do much more. Kawhi is just like that. Mm-hmm. And it would have been over in 6. I would have gave the Clippers one more win, even with Kawhi. Like, their bench is crazy though, and people are saying like, well, if they're struggling with the Clippers, what's going to happen? The Clippers have the best coach in the NBA and top 3 defense as far as like everybody perimeter wise. Like anybody would have been struggling with the damn Clippers, and they're not even struggling. I wouldn't say so. If you up 3-1, I don't really count that as struggling.
Well, you lost first game with Kawhi. Second game kind of went.
I mean, Kawhi had a fantastic,
look at the free throw difference.
Kawhi had a wonderful performance game 1.
Right, almost had 40.
He has to keep that up.
I mean, yeah, he was the best player. If Kawhi's playing, he's the best player in the series.
Cap.
What?
Wow.
Hey. What?
Hey,
who's better than him?
We forgot what Booker been doing.
I'm not gonna lie.
I think Devin Booker was great, but I can 100% say that Kawhi Leonard was more valuable to his team than Devin Booker is.
Obviously, bro.
You can say that. That's
not the question. Obviously, Kawhi is more valuable.
Yeah,
what? He'd more valuable than KD too.
Cap.
All right, bro. Here you go.
But, is he not?
Let's not act. Let's not forget about.
Let me ask you this: Is Kawhi Leonard
success?
Is Kawhi Leonard not more valuable than Kevin Durant is to the Suns? Like, is he not more valuable to his team than Kevin Durant is to the Suns? Yes, right now.
Right now, yes, because he's hurt.
Okay, that's what I was asking. We don't got to go into specifics.
PG's hurt.
And I just didn't want to go. That's all I just was asking. That's it.
If PG was playing,
I'm not.
No, answer the question. Answer the question.
I just want to ask the question.
If PG was playing, who would you say is more valuable? Kawhi?
Why?
Get out of here, bro. Come on, bro.
What? What do you mean get out of here?
What if the Suns done in the first round?
What are you talking about?
If PG's
get out of here.
If PG's playing,
yes, Kawhi is still more valuable. Like there's not even a debate. That's not even a question.
Then KD is to the Suns. So what are the bro?
The Suns made the finals without dude.
Or what are the Suns accomplishing without Kevin, bro?
They made the finals without him. Somebody forward. Just saying though, they made the finals without him. But we're not gonna get into that.
Finals contenders
so we're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that. I don't even want to go down that road, that rabbit hole.
That was such a bad take.
We'll be going into this for a while.
That was a crazy take, yo.
What's crazy? What is crazy about that? I'm asking. What is crazy?
That's a crazy take, bro.
What's crazy?
All right, let's move on.
I know. Let's move on.
One more thing about the Suns. We ain't gonna act like before Jimmy had that game, Book wasn't playing the best in the playoffs because he literally
Book was playing sensational.
He was the best in the playoffs. Just to let you know.
He was playing sensational. He was the front. He was the leader of that team. Like he was carrying, but he was leading that team.
He wasn't carrying. That's carrying, bro. Besides the last game, because CP went crazy in the fourth. Them other
you can't say.
Wait, I have a question. So you think you
wait,
Tyler? Wait, no, let me talk. Can I ask a question? Tyler, no, Tyler. I'm not arguing with you, Tyler. Tyler, was D-Book. So you think D-Book was carrying the Suns? No, just like
when I mean carrying, I'm saying like he was obviously the best player.
So you think he was the reason why they were winning a majority of those games? Like that's.
I mean, if you got 45, I hope so.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's all. Yeah,
but I'm not saying KD not doing it. That's what you're trying to get me to say.
He's trying to flip, bro. He's trying to flip it, bro.
Exactly.
He's trying to flip it so that it seems
you
like
already
they don't
said,
need KD.
I said I didn't think that D-Book was carrying, and you said I can run it back. You said D-Book wasn't carrying.
Let's be real, bro. Let's be real. The only reason why D-Book is dropping 40 is because KD is allowing him to, bro. He's intentionally taking a backseat role.
No, I'm out of here.
He's intentionally taking a backseat role. I don't know what y'all getting up for, bro. I don't know what y'all getting up for.
Crazy. You're nuts.
Bro.
You're crazy.
Bro, you don't think KD could go out and drop 40 in the playoffs?
He said KD allowed D-Book to drop 40 like KD D-Book daddy.
We know what KD can do, but you're not going to sit here and act like Book wasn't Book before KD.
I'm not saying Book wasn't Book before. I'm just saying, bro. Before y'all want to jump and be like, "Oh, he the reason why this, that, and the third."
That was a crazy thing to say just now. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That was nuts that you just said that.
I'm saying I don't want it to get misinterpreted, but I'm saying like KD could drop 42, bro. Like Rose could be reversed real fast.
On any given game, D-Book to drop 40. That's a crazy thing to say.
Terribly, like
sorry, my fault, bro.
You could have been you could have said like, all right, they can pick and choose who want to get 40 today. Like Book probably go to him in the locker room. Hey, K, you want 40? No, you got it. Like you can't say.
What I meant was let's not just jump and say like D-Book doing something that KD is not capable of doing. That he couldn't do. Like he probably.
I know what KD capable of.
Okay. I just want to make sure. All right. My fault. You got that. You got that. My fault, bro. I didn't mean to start an uproar. All right. That was good, bro. Because he be so quick to clown KD, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
I didn't say anything. You said it.
He be so quick to jump on KD.
I didn't say KD name once. This past 5 minutes.
KD not more valuable than Kawhi, bro. Like, get out of here, bro.
He's not. Not to his team.
Wait, did y'all see the Hawks? The Hawks won again.
No shot. They won that game.
Bro, yes.
Without DeJounte?
Yes.
Yeah, Boston tripping. Good. I hope the Hawks and the Heat win. Good.
On everything, bro. Easier path for the Suns.
Easier path for who?
Easier path for the Suns, bro. Anyways, they don't play, bro. Unless the Suns play the Bucks or the Celtics in the finals, bro, it's going to be a sweep.
He can't help
the Bucks ain't making no finals the way it's looking.
The way it's looking, if they're not playing the Bucks, bro, it's going to be a sweep.
I feel like you should take it like one round at a time.
Bro, I'm not. You take it one round at a time.
I am.
You wasn't supposed to be here.
I am taking it one round at a time.
You take it one round. You take it one game at a time.
I am.
You take it one game at a time.
I am. I just feel like you got to be worried about the Western Conference semis first. So it's like,
bro. This is where you're supposed to transition. This is where you're supposed to drop it.
Yeah, you have to play. You have to play 2-time MVP Jokic and Jamal Murray.
Will, are you worried about the Denver Nuggets, bro?
Bro, come on, bro.
You know what this reminds me of?
Come on,
like,
bro.
And I got
How do they match up, bro?
I have chills. I have chills about it. Like this reminds me when the Nuggets played the Clippers in the bubble, and like everyone was like, "Clippers making it, Clippers this that, boys." But hey,
Clippers ain't have KD and Devin Booker.
Thank you. Thank you.
You said Clippers ain't have what?
Thank you.
Clippers didn't have KD and Devin Booker.
You.
They had Kawhi and PG.
That's not KD.
At the time, PG was coming off an MVP year, and Kawhi was considered one of the best players in the league at the time.
Say it.
Bubble.
What does that mean?
PG wasn't doing nothing. What you think it mean?
Okay, yeah, he wasn't. But I don't act like those two guys were bums. You're literally acting like they're bums.
And TJ Warren was the next coming to Michael Jordan.
At that time, but I'm just saying, going into that bubble, at the time, PG was considered better than D-Book, and Kawhi's better than Kawhi was actually considered better than D-Book and KD during that time. Kawhi was considered one of the best players in the league at that time. Like they were like literally saying,
who said Kawhi was better than KD at that time? Who said that?
During that time, people were saying that.
Y'all
crazy.
Because he was out? Because KD was hurt?
He was coming off that Raptors stuff. So a lot of people was trying to.
Bro, what are you saying? He carried that team. You can't sit there like he was a bum.
If KD, let's be real though, because if KD doesn't get hurt, bro, we are.
He got hurt. He got hurt.
We know the outcome.
He got hurt.
We know the outcome.
He got hurt.
But you know the outcome.
He got hurt.
Look at me and tell me what's the outcome.
He got hurt. But he got hurt.
The outcome.
I can say that same thing. I could say, man, in 2015, if Kyrie and K Love didn't get hurt, man, the Cavs would have won that series. I could say that about everything.
Well, we know they would have won though. Just like we know if the Raptors didn't have, or if the Warriors didn't have them injuries.
We getting off topic. Let's get back. Let's
go back.
Every time we get to KD, we'll become a crazed lunatic fan. So we're gonna finish off with Jimmy buckets. So
Jimmy buckets.
I don't know what's up with this. I don't know what switch he hit whenever he gets to the playoffs. Because if that man played the way that he played in the playoffs for 82 games, he might really be a top 10 player every single year. Like, it's crazy. So, like, would you say, like, come playoff time that Jimmy's arguably a top 5 player in the league? Come playoff Jimmy. I'm talking about playoff Jimmy. Like, I'm not talking about regular season. I'm talking about playoff Jimmy.
I think undoubtedly, bro. Undoubtedly, because, like,
I have to go with that.
He's different, bro. Like, it's so, I don't know if there's ever been a superstar in this league where we've seen like a drastic change in their game. Like okay, like Bron can go whatever, 0 dark 30, whatever. But for the most part, like,
why you just brought up Bron though?
I was going through the list of, I was about to go through the list of superstars. See, I can't even. Hey, my fault, bro. My fault. Let me start with Kevin, bro. You know Kevin gonna give you buckets. You know Curry, he gonna give you buckets. Like, you know, these superstars in this league, like, they're gonna do their thing, and they might excel. They might like increase their game, but it's not gonna be a drastic jump. Jimmy is a completely different player, bro. From his aggressiveness to his shooting to everything, his gameplay just increases by tenfold, bro. And so I think it's easy to say that he's a top 5 player when he's playoff Jimmy, bro. I don't know who he's stopping, because let's think about it, bro. He's still a very good two-way player. Regular season,
he'll still be locking up for sure.
He still be locking up. So now we're putting 56 on a player that can also clamp on defense, bro. That's got to be top 5. Like, that's, you talking about Kawhi-ish type. Now, if Jimmy playing like that throughout the course of a regular season.
What you talking?
I'm gonna say, I gotta say, yeah, because like Will said, he just flipped a switch. Like, he must have went to Rachel Nichols' house or something before he played last night.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Why y'all saying it like it ain't
Jimmy
true?
caught a stray, bro. What you?
I ain't know. Hey, Jimmy, if you see this, bucket brother, you was tripping. But anywho, you should at least went for Taylor Rooks or something. But that's off topic. Jimmy Butler is definitely a top 5 performer in the playoffs because, like Will said, two-way, he giving you buckets, and he's a very, very underrated playmaker. Like, Jimmy can pass the ball, so
he is. I agree.
And then when you got people like Caleb Martin hitting threes in Giannis' face, you just gonna win the game. And one more thing, Giannis always does this, and I never understand it. Why was he not guarding Jimmy Butler in the fourth quarter? There's nobody else on the Heat he needs to guard. He didn't. Cam don't do nothing in the paint. So why is he not guarding Jimmy?
Ducking much?
He always ducking in the playoffs. He
always ducking, but that's not my best player. That's Josh's. So you have to talk to Josh about that.
You just like saying my name. Like, you just like me at this way. I literally said he was mute.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know why he's ducking.
I mean, he probably should be guarding him, but I mean, it's not like you're putting a bad matchup on. You put in Jrue Holiday, the best perimeter defender in the league. So it's like, I mean, I get it. If Drew's getting cooked at that point, you got to switch it, but it's not like you're putting like, I don't know,
it's for
Grayson Allen on him. Like, it's Jrue Holiday. He's the best perimeter defender, arguably the best defender in the league.
Do Jrue Holiday got a defensive player of the year?
Okay, but come on, look, Jrue Holiday's
I'm not saying he shouldn't have one. I'm not saying
he doesn't. I know he doesn't, but like Jrue Holiday's widely
regarded. You know, if Depoy was really Depoy and not just blocks.
I'm not
Jrue Holiday would have been got a defensive
he's first team all defense, but when you got Giannis Antetokounmpo, 7 foot, and Jimmy Butler,
I personally think Giannis should, but I think Giannis should probably guard him. But it's like, I mean, you have Jrue Holiday on him. You know, so it's like, it's not like you just got a bum on him.
He was rising up over him. It was cash every time.
That's why I said maybe you should probably make the switch, I think. But it's like, I mean, I would put Jrue Holiday on Jimmy Butler too. It's just no one would sit here. No one probably woke up that day and was like, damn, like nobody woke up that day and thought, man, Jimmy was gonna give Jrue Holiday 56. I didn't think that.
Yeah.
But
at some point, you got to do. I mean, once you get to 45, you go, let's try something different.
Right. I mean, the only explanation
You go somewhere else, brother. You go somewhere else.
On,
the only explanation that I could see why like they probably did it is probably just, I mean, granted, he's coming back from a back injury and probably just want to save him just for offensively and just have him literally as a roamer, you know, so really as like a on help defense and have him be able to block shots from the weak side help. I mean, that's the only explanation I could see it, because it's like you're not going to have Drew as a roamer blocking shots from weak side help. So, I mean, you would have him and Brook Lopez like literally.
That's a lot of Giannis's defense, too. A whole lot of help side blocks.
Yeah, so it's like you imagine having him and Brook Lopez as roamers. Like that's.
Speaking of him, how the Bucks lose when he dropped? How much he had? The last time I seen him, he had what, 33?
Right, they lost because Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday couldn't hit a shot in the ocean.
Couldn't get a buck.
Yeah, the boys were Drew Holiday and Chris Middleton played exceptionally bad, and I'm very big fans of them. But to not get too off topic, yeah, Jimmy's definitely, when it comes to playoff time, arguably top 5. It's not even a question. Like it has to be a study at this point, like as to like what he does different when it comes to the playoffs. Because it's like I don't know if he hibernates. I don't know if it's what Tyler said with Rachel Nichols. I don't know what it is. But this man he plays like a man that's possessed when it comes to the playoffs. So I give it to him. I do wish he would play like this during
I'm sorry.
Y'all funny. But I do wish he played like this during the regular season. But yeah, I mean he's top 5 for sure. I mean he's different. So I can agree with that. But yeah, that'll probably wrap it up a little. Well, last thing real quick before we go. Hey, it's a quick one. Do y'all think the Bucks can come back from 3-1? I think yes. That's me.
They can. Do I think they will? No.
Ty, you agree with that?
I'll give them one more game because they go back. They play in Milwaukee next, right?
Yeah. They're going to win one more.
They probably going to beat the brakes off the Heat in that game. But if they come back to Miami, what would that be? Game 6? Yeah.
Miami rocking right now. FTX rocking.
Especially because they came back.
Miami lose that game 6.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
I'll say that if Miami don't win and wrap it up game 6,
in the next 2 games is wrapped. Bucks got it.
Yeah, but yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. We'll probably be back. We'll be back next week for sure with more information. We'll have more teams advancing, so we'll kind of have more stuff to talk about. But let me cue the outro music. As always, y'all know how we can't go wrong.
Ain't the first one gonna be over by the next time we record?
Yeah, probably. So yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. As always, man. I'm your host Josh Raphael, co-host Will Young, Tyler Pouncey.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna see y'all next week.